You leave half of the stuff out.
Hello, thank you for volunteering for my Girl Scout project. I will videotape you answering some easy questions about your life so your stories will live on long after your time. If there are any questions that make you uncomfortable, just say pass, and I will go on to the next question. If you wish to stop at any time, please just say so and we will stop, no questions asked. If you do not wish for your stories to be public information, please tell me so at the end of the interview. Either way, your family will be able to see your video if that is okay with you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, please speak loudly and clearly. What is your full name and age?
Sophie Sempeles, 76 years old.
Louder.
Okay. Were you an immigrant or a natural-born citizen?
A natural-born citizen.
Were your parents immigrants? If so, where were they from?
My parents are immigrants, and they're from Naxos, Greece.
What is your favorite childhood memory? And if it's not your favorite, you can just tell a different memory.
Well, I remember that I was such a sissy I wouldn't go to bed by myself. So my sister would have, it was 9 years older than me, would have to get in her pajamas, act like she was going to bed till I went to sleep. And then she'd get up and get dressed and get out of bed again. That's what I remember.
Okay. Where did you grow up? What was it like living there? Was segregation prevalent where you lived?
No segregation. I grew up in Washington, D.C. It was very nice living there. It was a capital, and we got to go to the fireworks, the Washington, D.C. fireworks, and all that kind of stuff that you don't get to do in little towns. Washington's known for that, 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you ever met anyone famous or interesting? If so, who?
We were in New York one time, and we were on the street, my husband and I, we met Tom Brokaw, the newscaster, and we were in NBC, and we got to talk to Bob Costas, the sports announcer.
How about Eisenhower? Baby out there. You worked for him, maybe.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I lived in Washington, D.C., and I worked for Mamie Eisenhower's files before I got married. And I got to meet the President and Mrs. Eisenhower. At a Christmas, they had like punch and cookies and had all the employees, and I got to shake their hand.
Cool.
Forgot about that.
Okay, what's the most fun or interesting thing you have ever done? Feel free to brag.
My children gave us a 50th anniversary party. We had lots of people and all our friends, and it was lots of fun and exciting.
Okay, were you involved in any wars, or was anyone you loved involved in any wars?
No.
Explain. No. What is the greatest injustice you have ever witnessed?
Well, I haven't witnessed anything like that. Pass.
Okay, tell your favorite story about your spouse.
One time we were working at our restaurant, and it was a big snowstorm, and this man, we couldn't move our cars because there was so much snow. So this man brought us on a pickup truck, and instead of bringing us all the way up to the house, my husband said, leave us at the bottom of the hill. He thought we were going to walk. Well, the snow was like 3 feet deep, and we couldn't hardly walk through it, and we were laughing so hard that we fell in the snow. We thought if we didn't get up, nobody would ever find us, because the snow was a lot taller than we were. And we were just like, we couldn't hold ourselves. We
And we laughed all the way.
We laughed all the way up to our house, but we made it.
Okay, talk about your children. How many did you have, and how fun or hard were they to raise?
I have 3 children, and they were easy to raise, didn't give me any trouble. They're the best children in the world. She's doing an interview.
Hold on.
She could turn it off.
Doing an interview.
Sorry, Mommy texted you something.
Yeah.
This time it came through, you gotta get started as soon as you finish the interview.
Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Are you done talking about your children?
My children, I have the great grandchildren, never give me a bit of problem. I love being with them. I love playing with them. I love being with them. I can't think of any stories right now.
Have you ever broken the law? If so, were you caught? And
No.
what was your punishment?
No, never broken the law.
Okay, what is your favorite holiday story?
Holiday story. Pass.
Pass. Okay, are there any other interesting stories you can think of?
Yeah, the law. Adult life.
No, I can't think of any.
Boy, don't you remember the parties we had? You know, that's interesting. Your 50th anniversary?
I talked about that already.
Well, there's other times there were parties we had.
I don't remember though, honey. That's all right. Pass.
Do you have any stories about your parents? Maybe how they met or...
No,
Okay.
can't think of any right now.
Do you want to tell the story of how Papu proposed to you in your version? Because I know his version's a little bit different than your version.
We were outside of our house, my house, and he was taking me home from a date, and he proposed. And I was so stunned that I said that I don't know how I was going to leave my children and my family, because I was only 19. And that day, those days, that was very, very young. But after I thought about it a little bit, I said yes.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. That's all the questions I have. So thank
Okay.
you
Thank you.
for participating.